it is shameful that Maman Daura lives in the villa and also controls the presidency. He is one of the people called the cabals that are in charge of Buhari's mental reasoning. Afenifere is a Yoruba socio-cultural group, and they've described this as shameful. This revelation came when the daughter of Maman Daura, Fatima, decided to explain and expose what has been going in Aso Rock in our hope of getting Nigerians to probably have empathy for what happened in the villa. And this has to do with the viral video of Aisha Buhari screaming and shouting right there in Aso Rock. They've been living in the villa, presidential villa, in where they call the glass house for over 3 years, until Buhari decided to relocate his own son after he had accident, relocate the boy into the glass house, and now get Daura, Maman Daura, his relative, a bigger space, a bigger apartment, or even a villa, a smaller version in Aso Rock. These people are making use of the facility without having any portfolio. They have no business there, but unfortunately that is not so. We live in a nation where everything goes. As long as you have that opportunity to take over any political position, you can just do anything. We see a lot of this impunity. Even the police officers have no shame. You see them holding umbrellas and carrying bags for expatriates, or even the wives of politicians. Why? Because she will dip her hand into her bag and give them a little of the money that she has stolen. Afenifere further stated that it was the most unfortunate that an unelected man could hijack the seat of power, as revealed by the First Lady Aisha Buhari. As you all know, Aisha Buhari has been speaking about this. She said people that never contributed to her husband's political ambition, people that were never part of the party, people that have nothing else to do with her husband apart from their blood relations, and now the people in control of this administration. They dictate to the president, they tell the president what to do. This is what is happening. Buhari might say, well, I need friends and I need people that I can talk to, and these people, I grew up with them, and why can't I discuss with them? It's all right, you can talk to whoever you want to talk to. If you claim that you don't want to accept information or advice from your aide, the one that Nigerians are paying, your advisors, it's all right. But then why should someone that has no business with Aso Rock live in Aso Rock, sleep in Aso Rock, at the expense of taxpayers' money, and of course at the expense of the natural resources that they are looting and stealing every day? This has brought issues, contention in Aso Rock between Aisha Buhari and this Daura and the rest of them. Oduma King said during an interview, he said it is unfortunate that Nigeria has reached the point where someone who was not elected or appointed and holds no position known to our constitution has become this powerful. It is a big shame, and some of the personalities who are illegally in the villa are granting interviews. What a shame. It shows the level of impunity. It shows that our nation and the seat of power have been desecrated. Odumakin said, with the new revelation, the ball is now in the court of Nigerians to either continue to be ruled by proxy or break free from the chains of the cabal. Now, how do we break free from the chains of the cabal? That is the question that begs for an answer. As you know, many of this group of people plus the Afenifere, most of the time they come out to say, yes, we have had enough of this administration. We want Nigeria to break apart. Yes, I always preach about breaking apart, because what we have right now is nothing to cry home about. But then there is something that comes to my attention also when I look at this. I say, come, let us look at this. There are certain groups, certain elements, such as this Daura and the rest of them, that are in every nook and cranny of every region in Nigeria. When Nigeria breaks apart, what is going to happen? The solution is for every Nigerian to be smart. The solution is for every Nigerian to open their eyes and see life and see what the world is all about. That is the only way forward. If you are a revolutionary that does not reflect, then you might end up being fooled by these people. You'll be fooled by this group of people when you even have your own nation. So it is a shame that everywhere Buhari goes to, it takes Daura. He went to United Kingdom, number 10. United Kingdom, he went there. He took Daura along. I think probably Buhari feels that he needs someone to speak to, or he feels that Daura was maybe is more intelligent than himself, and he is wiser, and he can actually see through certain things. Or maybe Daura has some spiritual abilities to be able to tell him certain things. I wouldn't know. I think the president just feels comfortable with Daura. Anywhere Buhari goes, London, America, wherever, Daura is always on the team to stay with Buhari. I don't know what this means. Anyway, it's not bad that he has a friend, he has a relative, a brother. But what I do not understand is that if he claims that he wants to uphold the rule of law, why can't he go visit Daura wherever Daura lives? Why can't they speak on phone? Why would Daura live in that apartment, live in that glass house in Abuja? Anyway, let's see what some people are saying. And I will write, if there is anybody to leave Aso Rock, someone say it is Osinbajo and his family. For Christ's sake, Osinbajo has no single work he's doing inside Aso Rock. What is he still doing there? He should move over to Abuja town and allow those who has work at hand to see space in discharging their duties. Wow. Next person say Mama Daura has loads of work and fast and always attend to. Which one do Osinbajo have to attend to daily? He can't be occupying his space while workers in Aso Rock quarrel for space. I like being fair and just. He should move to town and he can attend public seminars from there, or any work of the president assigned to him. Now this person is plainly pointing out that Osinbajo is the person that is supposed to occupy this position of Mr. Daura. He's one that is supposed to have the opportunity to move anywhere he likes there in Aso Rock. And of course, he should be the one with his intelligence and the information he has. He should be the one advising Buhari. But I think Buhari does not like advice from Osinbajo because he feels that he is inferior, and that man is more inferior as regards information, intelligence, and all of that. So he feels comfortable with a Fulani like himself, his own brother, that will not tell him you are dumb, or will not tell him like, man, would you shut up? What are you talking about? I'm explaining something to you and you're talking out of order. So he feels more comfortable with his own. Maybe those ones have informations about the next level, what they are going to do to Nigerians. Yeah, another one writes, anybody can live in government house once they are families of the incumbents. Yes, according to what this man said. Is it true that anyone can live in Aso Rock? Yes, family members of the incumbent can live in Aso Rock. Maybe grandmother, when I say that means not, well, we don't know. He might decide to say his relative can also come to live with him, just like his wife, grandfather, grandchildren, and the rest of that. That is what this person is saying here. So guys, do you believe this is correct? And all right, you have a point here. There, we know who is the president. Let's not even pretend like Afenifere or Aisha Buhari. If anyone should leave, it should be the docile vice president or lifeless Buhari and their families. But Mama Daura is the president, flanked by Abba Kyari, the vice president, and that's what it is. That's what is happening in Nigeria anyway. It's a shameful thing anyway that we have a president that cannot really function per se. I think there are a lot of people will be a little bit sensitive about this man staying in Aso Rock. I don't know what the constitution says about family member, relatives of the incumbent living with them in Aso Rock. Aso Rock is a very big place anyway, so I wouldn't know what it is. And as we all cry and shout and fight for the break out of Nigeria, I always want to remind you guys that we should always constantly reflect. It is not only about breaking from Nigeria that is going to solve this kind of nepotism or impunity. No, these inimical actions and activities, this subterranean whatever they do in Aso Rock or wherever in Nigeria, it's not going to solve all of that. Like I said, this group of people are still going to be in that your new state. They are going to be in that your new country that you are going to form. So how do we break free from this? Like I said, the people you find in Aso Rock, the people that represent you in the federal, people that represent you in your state, the people that represent you in your in the Senate, they are the mirror of a typical Nigerian. That is what it is. Maybe we have exceptional Nigerians, people that reason differently, people that think straight, unlike what we have right now. And I hope that we become a conscientious Nigerian, Biafran, Yoruba, or whatever name or new country that we want to be. And may I remind you guys to tap on that subscription button if you have not done so. Tap on it, and also the red notification icon bell, so you'll be notified whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.